Welcome advisors to this tutorial for our Indiana Technology State Conference for 2022, which is once again virtual for this year. Hopefully the last time it will be for a long time. That being said, today we're going to cover what you need to know coming up for the next week or two for the state conference. So let's start off with when you come to the state website, this is where your homepage is, state events, state conference. Okay, everything is laid out to give you the best access. If you have questions on how to find something, please do not hesitate to email me at stateadvisor@indianatsa.org. But I'm going to go over several things. The main one being the advisor guide here. So if you click on that advisor guide, I put two links here and here. That advisor guide is supposed to be a one-stop shop for information. And it will open up this document. It has everything from our date, instructions on the photo release, rates that we've already went over, kind of things that we need to do as far as registering. So that's all done. Competitive events done. Business meeting, what it is, kind of goes over what the dress code is. Information on competitive events. So specifically your dragster and your structural design, you need to mail to this address here, Attention Bridge Tar, and then the following address. All right, so the things that have been added recently, as of late, are student submission instructions. If you have any questions on how to do that, there are instructions here. Back on the state website as well, there is student submission instructions that would actually open up a separate PDF with instructions on how to do this. Okay. All right, Schedge. Everyone at this point should have gotten a welcome email. If your students or yourself have not, please contact me. We want everyone to log in as soon as possible, create their password, and make sure that they have access to the conference system. The sooner the better. That just gives us time to actually go through and work out all the bugs and make sure that everyone has access the day of and not trying to do any tech support that day. So please contact us, check that, and get all your students, verify that all your students have access. All right, next, you should have received an email about a week ago or so about the community service food drive that we're doing. However you want to host that yourself. You can involve the community, you can involve your school, you can just do it by your club, however you want to do it. But we're all competing against each other. We're raising food donations for the local food bank of your choice. And the chapter that gains the most food will earn additional points to the chapter champion trophy this year. Speaking of the chapter champion, this year, it's going to be all around, not just competitive events. Competitive events is just one portion of it, but the winning team will also get a $500 check from Hoosier Pattern out of Decatur. So thanks to them for seeing the value of this organization and what we can do for our youth. But something to keep in mind. So competitive events will work as they have in the past. If you're in an event, for example, if you get first place, you get 5 points. If you're second, you get 4, and so on. Even if you have multiple teams placed, so say you get first and another one of your teams gets second, you earn 9 points for your school. So in the example, School A wins first and third in dragster, and then fourth in technology problem solving. So the cumulative score for this school would be 10 points for the competitive events portion. All right. And we'll just add all of those together. So non-competitive events are additional ways that you can earn points for your school. Schools will be awarded 2 points per event for having representation, whether it's 1 or 10 kids. Obviously, we want as many people to attend all of these events. We really want to show that what our sponsors are paying for it is really to have that face time with students and talk about what they have to offer, as well as just see that where they are investing, they're actually getting to talk to kids. So we want to encourage anytime, if they're not in a competition, if we can, to attend these events. So you get 2 points. And then each of the events can also award other points. So for example, with Army National Guard Leadership, if one of your students is extra interested, has lots of questions involved in the discussion, whoever is leading that session could give bonus points. All right, same thing with the college panel. And then for the officer social and officer leadership session, there's going to be points for attendance, but if they give points for anything outside of that, it would be based on a competition like a Kahoot. So the school that got first place or something, it wouldn't be based off of like who's the most participatory, just to avoid any concern of bias. All right, other ways you can earn bonus points is, once again, that statewide TSA food drive, as well as the scavenger hunt. The food drive, you can start that as soon as you want. We just need to know what the total amount of food is collected by the business meeting the next that Saturday, April 23rd. So just give us a count. A single box or can of food counts as one item. So 6-pack of green beans is 6. First place for that event will get 5 additional points, second place for 4, and so on. For the scavenger hunt, there is a link here. It's also on the website, State Conference website right here. And it will be, your school can earn 1 point just for participating. So if you do one portion, just a single post, you at least get 1 point. However, if your school completes the scavenger hunt, you can get 3 additional points. You can start that anytime. You do not have to wait till the day of. As a matter of fact, you'll probably do better if you don't. But must be completed by noon on Saturday, April 23rd. And that is when we will see if you've completed all, your school gets 3 additional points towards chapter champion. If you've done at least a portion, you get a point. So, and the rules for final decision is that the total cumulative points will win chapter champion. So in this example, 10 points from School A's competitive events are added with 3 points from attending and being the most active group in one of the extra sessions, giving them 12 points. School A also finished the scavenger hunt, giving them 3 points, and this brings their final overall score to 15. All right. There is another event that I did not mention up here yet. It is a company called ICEV, and I am still working on information from them, but there will be additional points awarded for something that they're doing, as well as they have a door prize of a $25 Amazon gift card to go to one student. And then they have something for advisors as well. So I'm still working on that, and I will send out information in a separate email. All right, so we've talked about that. Now, student submissions. So this is submission instructions. When they are ready to submit their stuff, they need to go to the competition submission link right up here, and it'll bring them here. That participant ID and password, I emailed Excel files to all of you for the students in your chapter that are attending, and it has a participant ID as well as password. If it is a team event, only team captains can upload files. If you do not have the participant IDs, you can always find it when you go into your registration through DLG. You can actually find their participant IDs right there as well. If you need the password, let me know. All right, so for competitive events, just a quick review. Structural design and Dragster, those need mailed out as soon as you can, but we do recommend mailing those by the 11th of April, and then that will take place live. Other events to mention are the on-demand video competition, which the theme of that will be announced April 16th at 4 p.m. I will send an email out, as well as it will have to be turned in by April 21st at 11:59 p.m. So all this is on the competitive events guide, and to find it on the State Conference website, it is right here, 3rd tab down on competitive events list. Next is technology problem solving, just so everyone is aware. There's a rules and guide link here, student packet link here, 2 different things there for you. If we open this up, this kind of goes over the general timeline. Students will be given the event prompt as well as required forms Monday, April 18th at 4 p.m. Pages 1 and 2, multiple copies can be made, need to be submitted by April 21st at 8 p.m. to the same submission portal they got the event prompts. Actually, I'm going to update that. I'm just going to say to the submission portal. Submission portal. The live competition begins April 23rd at 9 a.m. and that will be a live Zoom event. Once again, all the information is right there. Prepared presentation is another unique one. Topic will be made available April 22nd, just so everyone is aware for that event. Finally, up here underneath State Conference, on the main website, there's a website whitelisting. I recommend you go there and make sure that your tech department gets all these and make it so that your students can access all of these websites. It'd be unfortunate if come the day of the conference you cannot access something for some reason. This allows your tech team time to make adjustments to the system at your school to allow these links. Once again, for Sketch, make sure everyone goes in and gets their emails set up, or goes to their email and goes in and makes passwords for their Sketch account. Photo release form, that it will need to be scanned and emailed to me, preferably just one giant packet from your school. The photo release form is right here underneath Getting Ready. This is the form that will be required. Dress code is underneath that. This is up to you. I personally am encouraging my chapter to wear dress code attire for TSA events. That would be the black pants or khakis with a button-down blue or a blue polo. It's royal blue. Dress shoes, especially if they're competing in events on camera. Okay, so I think that is everything. I just wanted to review there for you. If you guys have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. We'd really like to see a lot of competition here as far as like the food drive and the scavenger hunt and all these other events. The goal here is to, since our motto is learning to lead in a technical world, competitive events are just one thing of TSA, and so we really want to emphasize that all around leadership development and make sure that our students are becoming the best they can be. And so that the Chapter Champion Trophy is trying to reflect that value. That is not just competitions, but competitions are still a incredibly important part in winning the competition if you would like to do that. So if you guys have questions, please email me. That is all I have. So thank you and have a good evening.